Okay. So we completed discussing all the special purpose domains, interventions, and events also. Correct? So from today we'll start discussing about the findings domain with LB domain, laboratory domain. Okay. So in the findings categories, laboratory domain. So all the findings domains are related to the laboratory only. Laboratory means some test will do it. For test results will capture. Okay. Especially LB domain will capture the details about the mainly three categories of test. One is hematology, second is clinical chemistry, third is urine analysis. Under each categories, we'll do the multiple tests also. And these tests, see hematology, clinical chemistry, and urine analysis also. So these test details means test results will capture, and this test will do it in every time. Every visit will do this test. For example, now at the time of screening, we'll do all the test results will capture. Again, and when it come for another visit, for example, next in come for week 1, when it come for week 1 in the second visit, again we'll do the same test. We'll do the same test results will capture. Again, we come for another visit. Again, we'll do the same. We'll do the test results will capture. Okay. So what laboratory domain will capture? So this domain captures the details about hematology, clinical chemistry, and urine analysis. Urine analysis data. Okay, specifically these three category tests alone we will capture. Okay, in interview, to make you confused, they may ask you, shall we able to capture the data, pharmacokinetic data, or any microbiological test data? If we shall we able to capture in LB domain? No. Okay, so take a note. Will does not capture. Will does not include any microbiology test details or pharmacokinetic data as well. Okay. See, the structure of the domain is one record per lab test, per time point, per visit, per subject. What record? Per lab test, per time point, per visit, per subject. So each test, okay, each test every time, every visit will do it. Okay. See how here how many observations will come. Just observe here. For example, 101 subject under hematology. Hematology is the category. Let's assume under hematology category, you are doing a 2 to 3 tests a day. Some X test you are doing. When at the time of screening. Okay. Now you got some results. Okay, yes, you. Let's assume this is a subject A. LB test. Sorry, this is category. You are doing some test. This is a visit, and this is the results. You got some results. Let's give it as the result. So now same test you will do it in every visit, right? At the time of week 1, let's do the next visit is in week 2. Week 2, let us assume the next visit in week 5. The different test results you got it. Okay. Now this is for just for hematology category. Now same thing for clinical chemistry. Under the clinical chemistry category also, you have different tests. Maybe under this category also, maybe you have two or three tests are there. These are different tests. Okay. Same for urine analysis. Some YY test you are doing. For a test, you got a different results. For each time when you do a test, you will get different results. Okay. At the time of screening, week 2, week 5. So when you compare at the time of screening, again for the urine analysis category also, you have different tests. Let's assume some jet test you do. Different test names. Okay, this is also under hematology. This is not. Under hematology also, you have not only one test. Okay, you will be having different tests also will be there. Under hematology, okay, you have XX test. Let's assume X1, X1, X1. You have X2, X2, X2. Clear? So under one hematology category, you have three tests. XX test is different, X1 test is different, X2 test is different. And the same X test, we'll do it at the time of screening, week 2, week 5. At the same at the time of screening, X1 test also will do it at the time of screening, week 2, week 5. X2 also screening, week 2, week 5. Same for a chemistry also. Okay, Y1, Y2, same for a Z1, Z2, Z3. Z, Z. The sample data I took it. See, and that too, this is approximately how many, see, let us assume 3, 6, 9. Approximately, let us assume 10 tests you are doing for one category. So 3 categories, 3 tests. So for 3 categories means total how many observations you are getting? 10 into 3. So you'll get it approximately 30 observations you are getting. That too for what? For one subject itself. For 101 subject. Let us assume your study, there are 100 subjects are there. So how many observations you are going to get? 100 into 30. How many? 3000 observations you get. So your final data set around 3000, 4000, 10,000 observations you usually get in a LB domain. Not in only in LB domain. In all the findings categories, you will get more number of observations. So while you are doing the programming also, programmatically also, you obviously will get a more number of observations. Don't panic, because this is the reason. Whatever we till now, whatever you did, either special purpose domains, event domains, or intervention domains, till now whatever you did, you for 100 subjects, hardly 300, 400 observations you will get, or maximum 600. Below 1000 only, correct? But in the findings category, you won't like that. You will get more number of observations, but you will get because of this. Because in every visit, you will do the test. You will get every time you will get a result. Obviously, you will get a more number of observations. Here I took only 3 visits, screening, week 2, week 5. For example, if one more, there are multiple visits are there. Visit 4, visit 5. If visits are increases, your observation counts also will increase. Okay, clear? Clear, guys? Okay. So that's the reason. See, one record per lab test. For each test, you will get a record per time point. Okay, here I won't take the time point. Actually, sometimes for each time point also we'll do the test. Time point is nothing but, for example, after giving the drug to the subject, sometimes you may have every 8 hours you have to do the test. 8th hour, 16th hour you have to do the test. The same test you are doing in a 2 time points. Here let us assume I took it only 1 time point. When you come for week 2 itself, okay, each time point, maybe at 2 hours I'm doing, even 4th hour also I'm doing the same thing. So that time your observation count still increases. Okay. For each time point, for each visit, obviously for each visit, screening, week 2, week 5, every visit will do the test. Will be read the test for each subject. We're going to get 1 record. Okay, clear? Now we got a clarity how your LB domain observations will come. Okay, now let's see what are the variables we have, what is the observations, what is our meaning. Okay, so what is the topic variable for the findings categories? Is LB test code. Okay, so before giving the variable names, first understand the concept. What type of variables will come in your findings categories in LB domain, especially. So generally, how the flow will be. First of all, subject or a patient, he'll give the sample, correct? When you come for a test, first you will give the sample. The samples they'll send to the lab. So the lab guys will do the test. When you do the test, you'll get a results. Results. So what test you will do it? I told you that these three categories. Under these three categories, what are the tests we have? All those tests they will do it. Okay. Hematology, clinical chemistry, urine analysis. Under these three categories, the different tests will be there. All the tests they will do. The test will get a results. So, okay, what is these results? Okay, these results we are going to call as a virginal results, which are received from the laboratory. Correct? So, these going to be the virginal results, which are received from the laboratory. For example, under hematology, you did some albumin test. From albumin test, you got a result as a something 50 G by DL. 50 G by DL. So this is how we got a result. Did any time observe any test results paper? How the results will be there?
Limit will be minimum to maximum.
Hmm.
What are the minimum and maximum?
Correct, right? So those details also will be available, right? So generally, every time whenever they will give the result, in the side they'll give the ranges. What is the low range?
Yeah, normal range.
What is
Normal
the
range, maximum range.
low range or maximum range, high range, whatever. Lower limit, upper limit, low range, high range, upper, lower value, upper value, anything. So let us assume 50 GB, this 40 is the minimum, 80 is the maximum. These are the limits they gave. This is the virginal results you receive. Okay. Once you receive the virginal results, then you have to convert into a standard results. Sometimes some tests from the laboratory itself, they'll give in the standard results format. Sometimes they may not give they'll give in their original format. We have to convert into standard results. How to convert? Okay, for every test there should be a multiplication factor in it. Okay, based on the factor, okay, we will convert a virginal results into standard results. Let us assume after converting, the standard results will be 500 V by DL, mg by DL. Units got changed. So here, what is the multiplication factor? So your standard results will be, okay, 10 times of your virginal results. So just multiply with 10. It's a d by dl, you must change it to mg by dl. When standard, this is going to be your standard results. And once the virginal results to standard results will change, obviously range values also will change. Now how the range values will come? Tell me what is the range values will come? Previous it is 40 to 80. Now the range will be multiply with 100, 10. It's going to be 400 to 800. Agree? Everyone. So when the result is 50, the lower and upper limits are 40 to 80. When it will be 500, it will be 400 to 800. Clear, everyone? And the standard results also we will capture in it as a two variable. Standard results in a character data type will standard results in a numeric data type. As a two variables, we are going to capture this standard results. Clear? That's it. These are the variables mainly you can see in the LB domain. What you will see? Laboratory virginal results. Virginal results are units. Virginal results lower limit. Virginal results higher limit. Again, standard results. Standard results in character data type, numeric data type. Standard results have units. Standard results lower limit. Standard results higher limits. These are the variables you can able to witness in LB domain. Obviously, what is the test you did? Okay, what is the test? What is the category? And every time you will see the test, what is the visit? Only these type of results will come. Variables will come in a find index category. Okay. So let me give the list of variables. Now let me give all the list of variables and labels one by one we'll discuss. So obviously what the common variables are? Study ID, domain, we are discussing about LB domain. USUBJD, unique subject identifier, it's a combination of study ID, site ID and subject ID. Okay. And LB sequence number. These four are common variables in every domain. Okay. Let's see apart from these things. LB test. First test code actually. Test okay, no problem. LB test code also. LB test. So laboratory test name. Here same laboratory test short names. Okay. Make sure your test name up to 40 characters it was allowed. Okay. And your test code, it's going to be your topic variable. Remember, this test code should be only 8 characters. In all the finding categories, the same rule will applicable. Your test code should be only 8 characters. More than 8 characters, you're not supposed to create a test code. So your test name is full name. Okay, for example, you are doing some albumin test, some pH analysis, protein test you are doing. So here, some pH test you are doing, some protein, some XX test you are doing, XYZ test you are doing. So this is the test name. Same test short name will capture here. Okay, short names. ALD, pH, protein, PRT, maybe XYZ. Like the short names will capture here. Test. Okay. So these test names will come according to the categories. Under each category, you have different test names. LB cap. Tell me what are the categories you are capturing? There are only 3 categories of lab test will do it. That is very important. Only these 3 categories: hematology, clinical chemistry, urine analysis. So under these category tests only will do it. Under each category, you will be having different test names and expect to test codes. Okay. And if you have some extra information, we'll pass into subcategory variable. Subcategory of the trap list. Okay. For example, you have a data like this. So you have some electrolytes. You are doing some liver functioning. Okay. Like these subcategories, you can give it. Now come to results. Now we have to capture the results. First, we'll capture the results. Okay. See what are the variables here? So first variable, laboratory virginal result, LBORRES. Variable name is LBORRES. Laboratory virginal results. So laboratory virginal results units. Okay, laboratory virginal results units. And laboratory virginal results lower limit, laboratory virginal results higher limit. So the label should be lower limit linear virginal unit, lower limit, and upper limit virginal unit. See, in this scenario, what is the virginal results? For example, 50 is the virginal results. What is their units? G by DL is the units, correct? What is the lower limit? Lower limit is 40, upper limit is 80. Clear? Same thing for a standard results as well. Okay. The standard results we have to capture in a two variables. Standard is in character data type, numeric data type. So the variable is LB standard results in character data type, LB standard results in numeric data type, LB standard results units, LB standard results lower limit, upper limit, LB standard results lower limit, LB standard results higher limit. Okay, so laboratory standard results in character data type, laboratory standard results in numeric data type. Okay, same laboratory standard results units. Okay, next lower limit in a standard unit. Upper limit in a standard unit. Okay. Now the values will come 500 G by DL. So this 500 details will capture in a character data type variable in a numeric data type also. Mg by DL. So here the units will go to Mg by DL. After conversion into standard, what is the lower limit? So 400. Upper limit is 800. Okay, clear? These are the first important variables. Still you have variable, these are important first of all. Test category, original result, standard. Okay, clear up to here, everyone? Clear? Okay, see the what else variables we have. LB, NR, IND. Okay, you will be having indicator. So based on the results, the final output will give some indication. So the results are low, or medium, or high, or sometimes it will give like normal or abnormal. So if they only give an indication, this indication details will capture NRI. Okay, and some common variable LB stat, LB reason for not done. Tell me what is these two variables? What is stat means? What is the observation I'm going to get? Tell me what is stat? Stat and reason for not done is coming in every domain, right? What is the completion status? What is the observation I'm going to get?
Not done. Yes.
It's obviously always not done, right? So these two are straightforward variables. It is coming in every domain. Completion status should be not done. Not capture not done. When you have to capture not done. For example, only test name is given. There's no test was performed. You did not get any original results and standard results. So if your original results are missing, or if your standard results also missing, then your LB status is not done. If the status is not done, then you have to write a reason. LB reason for not done. It means reason for test not done. So why you are not performed the test? The reason, maybe sample is not enough, or investigator did some mistake, or equipment was broken. So that reason you have to capture. If LB stat is equal not done, write a reason for not done. Okay. Apart from this, see the one more variable LB name, vendor name of the laboratory. In which lab you did this lab test? SLR labs or Quantiles, the laboratory names. Okay. One more variable LB Loyanic code. It's a dictionary derived code again. So previously we witnessed different dictionaries. Now here the new dictionary. So particular test name as per Loyanic dictionary. What is the meaning? We'll capture the LB Loyanic variable. So you already discussed it. Three dictionaries we're going to see in a total SDTM domain. We already come across MEDA dictionary in AE domain and MH domain, WHO dictionary in CM domain. Now we are going to discussing the last dictionary, Loyanic dictionary. You can see in LB domain. For each LB test, what is the dictionary derived name? What is the dictionary name in a Loyanic dictionary? The name we will capture in a LB Loyanic field. Okay, clear? So try to remember these dictionary names for your interview purpose. Okay, clear? Next. So the next variable LB specimen type, specimen condition. Both the things you have to capture. Specimen type, LB SPEC, specimen type, whether it's a serum, plasma, urine. So that placement condition, is it acidic condition, hemolyzed condition, or liquid condition. So LB SPCC and specimen condition. Okay. Next LB method of test. So which method of test, particular test we performed with exam, which method? Dipstick method or electrophoresis method. The method name, if you have a details, we'll capture in a LB method variable. Okay, clear? Okay. So here now the important variable is in the total findings category itself, the important variable is base length flag. LB, BLFL. Base length flag. So you will be capturing S or missing values only. So when we have to give the baseline flag. So what is the meaning of baseline? If you observe, okay, if you take any test, every test we are doing in a different visits, correct? For example, here itself, we observe same hematology, see this XX test only. This XX test we are doing at the time of screening in a week 2, in a week 4. Let's keep it only one thing. No confused. Yeah. So this XX test we are doing in a 3 different visits: screening, week 2, week 5. Same thing, XX1 also we are doing in a screening, week 2, week. So every time we are doing the test, you are getting the results. How can you know after giving the drug is working properly or not? How can we know? By doing the test, correct? By seeing the test results, you can check whether there is improvement there or not. But how can you check whether improvement is there or not? By comparing with any other result. So which result you are going to take it for comparison? For comparison, which result you are taking? That's going to be your base result. So which one we have to consider that one? The first the first results, which one you are going to write? This is going to be your base value. See, in the starting, for XX test, he got results of 1246. Next time he got 1356. What does that happen? So 1246 to 1356, there is improvement was happened. Next 1246 to 1240. There is a decrement was happened. How can you know whether it's incrementing or decrement is happening? When you are comparing with a on base value. So now this one I'm going to take it as a baseline value. Always the first test results going to be your baseline value. For which test you got first result? The first non-missing test result, the 2. The first non-missing test result. For example, you doesn't have a test results here. You're not supposed to take this as a base value. The next one you have to take it as a base value. Because here you did not get a result, maybe of any reason. You did not have any result. You are not supposed to take it. Because you don't have any value, how can you compare later? To mark this one as a baseline. Clear? So the first non-missing test results, you have to take it as a baseline value. Okay, let me show you with one more example. See the definition. The first non-missing test results for each lab test, for each subject, we have to give the baseline flag as yes. Okay. So here, for example, 101 subject, we are doing an hematology test. In under hematology category, we are doing some XX test. At the time of screening, you got results 50. In a week 1, you got 48. In week 3, you got 55. So which one you have to mark the baseline flag as yes? The first test results. We have to mark the baseline flag as yes. Okay. For example, if it doesn't have a first test result, you have to take the non-missing test result. If it doesn't have a result, you're not supposed to take it. The next result you have to take it as a baseline.